especially appreciate all of our continued live followers that have been tuning in daily for our skin clinic. The skin clinic was developed by Wendy, Caitlin, and I to just be able to provide a platform for helping people to take better care of themselves during this unprecedented time. We want this time where people are at home to be one that people are thinking about self-care and how to, take care of their skin, their mind, their body. And Wendy and I have always kind of been people in our circle of influence that people generally come to for skincare advice or ask us, what products are you using? What are you doing? And we've kind of just always naturally been played that role for our circle of friends and family. And so this for us is just a way to share what we know and help our friends and family just really get up to date with all the tips and tricks that we've learned along the way that have made a big difference in our overall appearance. Today, the focus is on what we're calling skin church. And we think that it's hard to really have a full picture of taking care of yourself when you're not also thinking about ways to nourish your soul. And skincare products, expensive serums, microblading and dermaplaning can only go so far if you have negative energy that you're harboring inside you, or you're going through stress and not finding ways to how to properly channel that stress and deal with it. Then it's going to show in your appearance, and it's going to really, draw down your energy, and that will project in how you're, looking to the world and to yourself every day, and how you're showing up for the people in your life that matter most to you. So today is all about skin church. We're going to go through a number of different topics. We're going to start with gratitude. We think that's, center focus of this overall concept of, how to nourish your soul. We're also going to talk about brain tapping, meditation, breathing, and cold therapy as other healing modalities that you can incorporate into your routine when you're at home. And these are all free ways that you can nourish your soul and learn how to glow from the inside out. We're starting with gratitude. So Wendy's going to be helping cover this topic and how she incorporates gratitude practices in her daily routine.
Yes, thank you so much, Ashley. And, Ashley is so on point with regards to everything starts from the inside. And I really, really believe that incorporating your mental and your all these things we're going to talk about today really just radiates from within and just is going to add to everything that you're learning. And something that I love about gratitude is it's not only, gratitude is something that I believe is the ninja secret to people that are ultra successful in whatever area of life that might be. If you find someone out there in the world and they're having success in their life, whether it be their relationships, their health, their business, and you have a conversation with them, you can really tell that they come from a real place of gratitude. So I think this is a secret ingredient that we're not always taught. When we're young, we're taught to say, thank you. Thank you for giving me that. Thank you for helping me with that. But gratitude goes above and beyond just kind of that conventional thank you that we think gratitude is. And I love this quote that I wrote up here. It's not that happiness brings us gratitude, it's that gratitude brings us happiness. And I've been able to put this into practice and see how you can just literally at the snap of a finger change how you feel and how things happen when you start vibrating with gratitude. So I'll let you hit the next slide, Ash. So the benefits of gratitude are stress reduction. Stress is actually an emotion. Stress is a choice. Stress is not actually a thing. We get to choose stress. And when you have gratitude, you can't be stressful at the same time, right? You can't think a positive thought and a negative thought at the same time. So being in a place of gratitude tremendously can reduce your stress, which will lead to having greater immune health. We know a lot of illness and a lot of things on our skin can really come from internal stress, whether that be, you know, mental or physical stress. And so gratitude helps relieve that. And then of course, that's going to improve your sleep, and being able to go to sleep with a grateful heart versus going to sleep with all of your worries and concerns is a really big difference. And then your mental well-being, you know, in quarantine, it can be really depressing, right? We're having issues maybe with whatever's going on financially. Sometimes we're on social media, and as much as we think that's fun, we start scrolling and you're like, why am I depressed all of a sudden? Because we're comparing ourselves to what everyone else is doing. And so when you can come from a place of gratitude, it tremendously helps your mental state. And so a daily gratitude routine is just like your face routine. You know, habits are, everyone has habits, right? We all have habits. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. So incorporating daily gratitude in your habits will really change your results. And I believe that you want to attach habits to things that you do. So if you want to create a new habit, you think, okay, what is something that I do every single day that I could attach this new thing that I want to become a habit? And so for us at our pop-up skin clinic, we want you to have a habit of doing your morning face routine and your nighttime face routine. So attach your daily gratitude to those two things, because you want to be grateful when you wake up.
Enjoy your reading.
You want to be grateful when you go to bed. And then having a gratitude journal. So I have a couple of things, and you want to do, you know, what makes you happy. And so I have this one. So my daughter Caitlin gave me this. It's the 5-minute journal, and we'll link it in our recap. And it's really, really cool. I actually, another thing that makes me happy is I have the Mother's Day card that she gave me with the book as my bookmark. But this is a really great guided journal that you can do every day. And it has a quote in there, and it says, I'm grateful for, and it lists 3 things. What would make today great? Daily affirmations. And then at night, you can reflect on 3 amazing things that happened today, and how could I have made today better? So this is a really great way to start, really keeps you focused and specific. And then I also have this one. And I always say, find a journal that makes you happy. You know, I even have a pen that's from one of our favorite resorts in the world. I don't know I guess I'll have to go there again when the ink runs out. But this makes me happy to grab this pen and grab these notebooks. So this is another notebook that I literally will just.
I have the same pen.
Yeah. I will literally just go, you know, I've just filled these pages. In fact, it's almost full between my, things I'm grateful for, as well as writing out my goals in a futuristic form. And you want to be specific with gratitude. And you can be grateful for anything. You know, you could be grateful that you had a good hair day. You can be grateful for, it doesn't matter, but be specific. You know, I'm grateful that, you know, I'm grateful that I had a good hair day today because I felt good all day. Or I'm grateful for, you know, that what my son said to me today because it made me feel this way. So try and be specific with your gratitude. Embracing surprises means, you know, in our world, especially in quarantine, there's all these shifts happening, right? And we're having to shift with it. Embrace those surprises and look for the gratitude in these things that are coming at you, whether they're good or maybe, you know, not so good. Try to embrace those surprises. Work to see the positivity in everything. Gratitude is a muscle. And this is a muscle that I think building it will transform your entire life. But it's a muscle because our brain is designed to keep us safe and small and protect us. And most people, like, think about it. If you wake up in the morning, how many minutes can you go without having one negative thought? It's really hard to do. So gratitude is a muscle that you want to build through daily practice, right? Our results are found in our daily routine. Trust the process of gratitude. This is not going to happen overnight. Your world's not going to transform overnight because of gratitude, but you know what? Your world might transform by the end of quarantine, and then what's possible a year from now. So be open to the miracles of what gratitude can do for you, incorporating that. And listen, some days you may have 20 things to be grateful for, and then other things you may have 2 things that you can think of to be grateful for. Either way, it's all good.
And some days, you know, especially right now with everything going on and, you know, talking about embracing surprises, it can be really hard to turn on that switch in your brain that wants to look at the positive. And sometimes you just need to sulk in your own pouting and, and, just pout for a second. And that's okay. I think we're not trying to be Pollyannas here. I think the point is that if you can get in the habit of doing it, you will train your brain to go there and it'll become easier. And your life will start to reap the benefits of that slowly over time. You will manifest into your life that what you're thinking about. And so if you're constantly thinking about things that you're grateful for, you're going to get more things that you're grateful for. Thinking about, oh, my skin is wrinkly, or I'm dry, or, I feel like I look old, or I can't afford these certain products, or oh my gosh, my job, or what if I get sick? And you're thinking about that, you're going to attract that type of energy and vibrate that frequency. So more of those things are going to happen. But if you're focused on, no, actually my skin looks a little brighter today, or I'm glad I took care of myself, or I'm glad I tuned into the skin clinic, or I'm glad I connected with a community that wants to take care of themselves, or I'm glad I took time to call a family member today. All of those little things I personally have found just add up over time, and it will come back. It'll come back to you in the way that you feel.
Yeah, totally. And I think that you can have the best skincare routine in the world, but never underestimate the glow-giving power. I read that today. I didn't make that up. The glow-giving power of what gratitude will do with your skin. And then Ashley, I think you're going to talk about the next subject, right?
Yes.
Good. So
I'm going to talk about brain tapping.
Oh, good. I'm so excited about that.
This is kind of crazy. This is a machine that I wear morning and night sometimes. I try to do it at least a handful of times a week. And this is a light machine. You see the lights that are on there? That has light and sound therapy corresponding with an app on my phone. And it has light therapy on your ears, light therapy for your eyes, and meditative sound. And what this machine does is it programs your subconscious mind in a number of different subject areas. You can go to the app for the brain tap machine, and it can be anything from, wanting to take care of yourself, overcoming a fear, wanting to lose weight, wanting to eat healthier, wanting to be motivated to exercise, wanting to improve your sales process if you're in sales, improve your sports performance. There's an unlimited world of subjects that you can learn about using a brain tap machine that it programs your subconscious mind so you don't have to do a lot of thinking or effort. Just listen for 15 or 20 minutes and it will put you into a state of meditative relaxation. It activates your pineal gland, which is responsible for creativity. So it can help you to just maybe be creative in thinking and finding ways to be more grateful. It stimulates brain activity. So if you're in the middle of a big project or feeling exhausted, or you're trying to solve a big challenge in your life, doing little things to stimulate brain activity and activate your pineal gland will help you to get the right insights when you're supposed to have them to solve the problems that you're trying to fix in your life. It increases your ability to learn and just improves your overall mood and resiliency. I encourage you to read about this brain tap. I got it from my naturopath, Angelo. But just read about it because there's a lot of science behind it. And on the next page too, I'll show you, there's a number of studies that were done to track the brain waves that were activated by using this machine. And it's amazing just to show what it actually does. And your brain really is the powerhouse and responsible for so much in terms of how you feel, how you can solve problems, how well you sleep, how you interact with others, your energy level, your hormones. I mean, there's so much that your brain helps to control. So anything you can do to positively program your brain with devices like this, it's like, why not? We all need all the help we can get. So I'm a big believer in this machine. Another big part of my daily practice for taking care of myself from the inside out is trying to incorporate meditation. And meditation can be intimidating for a lot of different people, especially those that have never tried it. And so my encouragement would be to start small. You know, meditation practice that's rigid and very structured can sometimes be intimidating and not rewarding. And you wonder, you know, you're sitting down to meditate and you find your mind wandering and you think you're not good at it, or it's just not something that you know how to do. And that's not true. Everybody's mind wanders when they're meditating, even the world's, you know, leading gurus of meditation. That's just human nature. That's what your brain is designed to do. It thinks. So it's just a process of being aware of your thoughts so that you don't have to be controlled by your thoughts. And by sitting down, you know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, once or twice a day can help you just to get back to a place of feeling centered and being more resilient when life throws you curveballs, or, you know, quarantine, or, you know, all these other things. You know, it's a way to kind of get back to yourself. And not one size fits all with meditation practices. For some people, meditation can be taking a walk in the park and just being with nature. For other people, it's, you know, sitting down and doing a transcendental meditation type of practice. And that's where you learn a mantra, a specific mantra, and you just say it over and over while you're focused on breathing and sitting still. I use more modern day ways of, you know, incorporating meditation by using guided meditations, because sometimes I need help getting started. So the Calm app, which is about $49 per year, is really great because it gives you access to a daily meditation, sleep stories, and other meditative journeys that can really, this is the Calm app right here. It's kind of hard to see on the screen, but it has a great daily meditation, and then just all different types of sleep, music, and other practices that can be helpful. Meditation also reduces the effects of stress and helps improve your mental clarity. This is so strange that the heart just came on our screen.
I know, someone wrote on there. That's weird. Okay.
I know. So the meditation helps reduce the effects of stress and improve mental clarity. So all in all, I think the point is that to incorporate things like the Calm app, or another one that I really like, and I know one of our audience members that's on today really likes it as well, is the Deepak Chopra and Oprah Winfrey meditation app. And that's 21-day meditation challenges. They're about 18 to 19 minutes each. And oftentimes they're free. Some of them you have to actually purchase, but that's a great app to have on your phone to incorporate meditation. I recently got another, you know, form of meditation, breathing, and taking care of yourself from the inside out is something that I recently got acquainted with, which is the Wim Hof method. If you've not heard of Wim Hof, I would encourage you to watch the Goop episode on Netflix that's about Wim Hof. And essentially, there's two components to Wim Hof. First is about breathing, and it's very specific, a specific practice of how you breathe. It's breathing very deeply in and completely out for 30 rounds of breaths, and then holding your breath for 1 to 2 minutes. And when you hold your breath, you're putting your body in kind of a state of shock for a second, and you just focus on your heart. And you do it for 3 total rounds of breath holds and then the breathing. And there's an app that Wim Hof has that can help guide you through his breathing techniques. But he's a pretty incredible athlete that's been studied all around the world and famed for his breathing technique combined with cold exposure, because it improves your overall circulation, improves mood, reduces depression, improves your immune system. His breathing technique has shown to actually alkalize your body. So if you have an acidic state in your body, which is where disease grows, just doing this breathing technique can actually alkalize your body, give you, an increased feeling of energy and just help you to feel resilient. So his method combines, you do the breathing first, then do cold exposure. And cold exposure can either be jumping into a cold pool, taking a cold shower, or even actually taking an ice bath, you know, for anywhere from 1.5 to 2.5 minutes, depending on, you know, how cold it actually is that you're getting in. And it just puts your body into a temporary state of shock. And the thought is that if you induce shock and stress onto your system in small doses on a daily basis, you are equipped to deal with much greater forms of stress or things that life throws your way, and it just improves your resiliency throughout the day. So pretty interesting. Definitely research it if you're not familiar about it. And just downloading his app is a really easy way to incorporate his breathing techniques into your method. I know a lot of people that have never really gotten into a good groove with meditation that have found the Wim Hof breathing practices and cold exposure to be a form of meditation that's easy for them to incorporate. So I encourage you to try it if you haven't. I went to one of his workshops, and you see here, this was myself and my boyfriend actually doing an ice bath in there for, I think it's 1.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes. But I mean, afterwards, after you get out, I mean, it's shocking, but you just focus on the breath as you're doing it. And then once you get out, you feel just a surge of, you know, dopamine and serotonin, which makes you feel really good. And it's very exhilarating. So I encourage you to try incorporating some type of cold exposure, even if it's just taking a cold shower, turning the water to cold at the end of your shower. It can really work wonders on just increasing your energy, and doing it over time. I think that you will notice the difference in just how centered you feel throughout the day. And it reduces inflammation, which is great for your skin. It also is shown to improve your metabolic function. So it's good for managing your weight as well. So we're going to open it up right now for questions. And if anybody has any questions or ways that they want to share that they like to take care of themselves in the morning or throughout the day to nourish your soul, please share with us.
So Wendy, have you ever tried did you call it mind tapping?
Brain tapping. Yes, I have an app. I'm a power user.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah.
No, I love that. I've never even heard of that before. So thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah, definitely go to their website, because the technology is pretty crazy. And, you know, if you ever study the power of the subconscious mind, you know, there's like, listen, we don't have to remember to breathe. Like, there's conscious competence and there's unconscious incompetence. I'm not saying that right. But anyways, like, you learn how to drive a car and you do it naturally. Well, your subconscious is driving all of that. So when you can tap into that for other things, holy smokes, it's powerful. And that's what brain tapping helps you really tap into your subconscious.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Any other questions? Well, we'll leave it open if anybody has any other additional comments, and we'll talk to you about, we have a comment from Amber. She did the whole body scrub and it was amazing. Actually, you know, on that topic, we've been getting just an outpouring of emails and comments and texts and feedback from all of our loyal listeners that are tuning in daily that have already noticed great differences in their skin. And we particularly gotten a lot of feedback on the body care products. And I think it's just because, just like me, it was kind of an area that I neglected until I had learned about all these great products from my mom. So I'm glad that you guys are finding it useful. A couple things. So first of all, so for tomorrow, our topic is about the forgotten few. And this is going to be all about caring for those certain areas of your body that are most susceptible to showing signs of aging, including your hands, neck, and décolleté. How do you say, what's the proper way to say it? Décolleté.
Décolleté, yeah. Yeah. Your chest.
And, you know, not just, you know, caring for your facial skin and everything below the neck, but I think that there's, It's a very delicate area, your neck and your chest and your hands, and they require a little extra TLC to protect against oxidative stress and the effects of aging and sun damage. So we felt, just based on some of the feedback we've gotten from our followers, that having an entire session on this topic would be welcomed by many who are looking for ways to improve those areas. So we're pretty excited. Another thing too is to stay tuned by turning into our YouTube channel and our Instagram, because we are unveiling tonight 2 great giveaways. One is going to be a facial giveaway that is a bunch of different face products that we've been covering throughout our entire clinic, including a toner, a face wash, a number of other little devices that we had demonstrated and samples. So I think you're definitely going to be excited for a chance to win that. And then a body care product giveaway that's going to include the mitts, some of the body peel products, the body scrubs and lotion, body lotion. So I think you're going to be really excited. And also the spray that just kind of peels and sloughs your skin off. All of those are going to be included in the giveaway. So stay tuned for how you can be eligible to be entered into those giveaways. Anybody that joins live is subscribed to our YouTube channel, likes these particular posts and follows us on Instagram, and shares and tags with their friends will be given extra chances to be entered into the drawing. So every little step that you take will give you an extra entry into the drawing. So stay tuned. It's going to be pretty excited, and it'll be coming your way. Easter is when we're going to do the drawing.
And also, and you may have said this, I apologize, but also commenting. So if you go to our YouTube channel and like all these great comments you're putting in this chat, put them in the YouTube, go through the skin clinics and talk about what you're learning, your results. So all those comments will also add between YouTube and Instagram. We're not on Facebook. We'll add for comments as well. So like, shares, mentions, comments, we're going to put you guys in this drawing. And I'm so excited. I'm too bad Ashley and I can't win, because like, oh, it's good stuff. And I have it, but I need a supply. but we can't win. It's going to be so great. Really great.
That's awesome.
I see a question here. Do you have to be on Instagram? If you're not on Instagram, you can still have many other ways to get entries into the drawing, including participation on YouTube and subscribing to our channel. And we'll give you some other feedback today through our follow-up email. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, excited for everyone to hopefully start their gratitude journal tonight. No time like the present. I always love to say, when is now a good time? Very excited. Awesome. Thank you, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Bye.